Hello, good members. Welcome back to the Kuhb Games YouTube channel. Welcome back to RGT to 1K. We are playing another machine gate deck. I like the machines. But we are actually playing another idea that I touched on for just a second in the EMIS the Infinity video, and this is adding the card Spell Economics to the deck for a very, very small FTK package. We do have the full DMOC launch package in the deck now. We have the DMOC, we have Toon Cannon Soldier, which can be searched up with the 3 Toon Table of Contents, of course, and we have Spell Economics, and we have Dimension Fusion. So, just one of each. It's kind of like just a feature of the deck. This is mainly going to be a machine gate deck, of course, but we do have the ability to FTK. Actually, the first time that I ever played around with a list like this, I FTK'd the very first match that I played, the very first game, actually. So it just gives our deck, a little bit of extra combo potential without making the deck, really that much more inconsistent. We have 3 Toon Table of Contents to fetch up our Toon Cannon Soldier, so we can thin the deck that way, and we really only add in 1 Spell Economics. I know the Machine Gate decks don't usually play a copy of Dimension Fusion, so I guess you can say we're adding those in, but a lot of the Machine Gate decks do just play the Toon Cannon Soldier anyway, so we're really just adding in 2 little combo pieces. One of which, Dimension Fusion, is just powerful on its own anyway with Dark Magician of Chaos. So, yeah, that's it. Everything else pretty much the same as what we played last time. Let's go out onto the ladder. Alright, first match here against Captain Crunch. I think I played against this person earlier today in my testing for some other thing. It may have been for the Kagusuji video, actually. Recording these on the same day. But remember the name? Shout out to Fort Minor. Remember the name? Big Fort Minor fan. This is like the one album. I wish he would do more Fort Minor and not just like the regular Mike Shinoda stuff. Less of a fan of that, but anyway, I'm already off on a tangent here on turn 1, so I'm just gonna set Scapegoat. Do I want to summon the Toon Cannon Soldier? I kind of do. Can just help us push extra damage on the next turn. Like, sure. I guess it makes it a little harder to then do Cyberstein things. But if it dies, right? Who cares? Yeah, I'll summon it out, whatever. I don't really care about, like, Snatch Steal or Brain Control unless the opponent is also on RGT. And no, I guess it doesn't make it harder to do Cyberstein things, because we can activate the Scapegoat and we can just kind of, like, sack a couple of them off. So, depending on what the opponent does, we could be in a really good spot here. Looks like we're playing against Gumo Sumo. Jirai Gumo and Swift Gaia the Fierce Knight hit the bin. Got a pretty good game 1 matchup against the deck most of the time. Yep, Blade Knight coming down. That's totally fine. This deck folds to Jinzo, so well, you can't knock here. So that's another good reason to summon out the Toon Cannon Soldiers. If it lives, we could tribute off for a Jinzo and then maybe do some Monster Gate stuff. Indeed, opponent. I saw nothing. Sure wasn't a Nobleman of Crossout. Hit him up with a smiley face. Do I want to Scapegoat here in the end? Probably. We drew, like, almost all of our monsters, which is kind of bad. Yeah, I'll just Scapegoat here. We do know one of the back row is a knock, so what do we even have left in the deck? We've got Cyberstein and Fusilier. That's it. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, let's Monster Gate off this token and kind of just like hope we can summon Jinzo here, right? That's the goal. We're going to have to mill over a lot of cards. Fusilier, that's totally fine. And oh boy. All right. The old bottomless trap hole action. This is just a little unfortunate, right? Man, if I summon out the Stein, I'm worried I'm just going to die. If I go into Ryu Senshi, we go down to 2400. I get 2 activations of it, but like, I can't attack over Blade Knight with that. Could just pass the turn here, but I don't know. That doesn't seem great. I could just summon Gatling Dragon and I could kill my Cyberstein. I also have King Dragoon. I could do that. Sure. We know one of those is knock, so... Okay. Okay. I for some reason feel like we've lost this game. We've got... Yeah, we literally just have Cyberstein as a monster left in the deck. Ugh. Okay, well... We go into Stein. We tribute for Jinzo. Maybe win the game. I mean, that's like the only shot we've got here, right? Okay, I'm down. No, don't Solemn Judgment this. I can't beat it if you Solemn Judgment it. Okay. What do you do? Opponent's at 2,000. We could draw Ring. We still have Ring. And we know, yeah, we know one of the back row is a knock. So... Gumo? Okay. We've got a chance here. It's a very small chance, but we've got a chance here. We also have Brain Control in the deck. Tails always. Smart. Run it down to 1,000. Okay. Dimension Fusion? Coming in clutch? Alright. See if this works out. Yeah? Any Dimension Fusion? Please don't Bottomless Trap Hole me. Don't do it. This good? Alright, let's go. Summon Jinzo? Can we... Oh, we got the sad face. The crying face. Now we have the regular sad face. Oh man, this is too good. I guess... Well, hold on. Let me check the graveyard. Yeah, I'm going to attack over the Gumo. Just in case there's BLS, I would rather them have to attack first, so they can't just kill me with the BLS. This deck generally doesn't play BLS, but... I think it's okay to try to play around it here. Alright, that one copy of Dimension Fusion just coming in absolutely clutch. Reasoning? Oh, the opponent's at 8? Oh, wait. If they call it wrong, then we just summon out Blowback and kill them. Alright. Yeah, I'm down to try. Go for lethal here. Unfortunately, I was going to say Cyberstein by itself isn't good enough for a game. They call 8. Oh, yeah, they don't know about these cards in hand. Okay. This is so awesome. How on earth are we going to pull this game out? I mean, like I said, the deck folds to Jinzo. Like, it doesn't play the BLS usually. It just doesn't have an answer to it, really. Sometimes it doesn't even play Exile Force. There's my Cyberstein. Come forth, my Frankensteiny boy. Alright, tribute you off for Blowback Dragon. And I will declare the effect. Target Blade Knight. Alright, let's go. I cannot believe we pulled that one out. That's so funny. Alright, so we want the swords here. We definitely want the Royal Decrees. I mean, the deck, like, super folds to Jinzo because they just don't have a good out to it. But it also has a problem with Royal Decree. And we'll bring in Mirror Force. We'll bring in Lightning Vortex because, you know, we saw a Bottomless Trap Hole, so it's probably not straight up Easy's list. But Easy's playing 3 copies of Jowgen, so we're gonna try to deal with that. We're gonna get rid of a couple of these Jar of Greeds here. We'll probably get rid of a Cyberstein because this deck is just like hyper aggressive. Probably just cut the Spell Economics and the Dimension Fusion. Honestly, we're just not gonna be. Probably not going to be comboing here. We can cut down on a tune table as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to cut one more card. Could just cut another Jar of Greed. Jar of Greed's pretty powerful. We are bringing in the Decrees. Maybe I just cut one Giant Trunade. I don't hate that. Sure. Now we're absolutely going to draw every single one of our monsters, but I think that's fine. That's fine. A lot of the time, Cyberstein is just not going to be online in this matchup. Okay. All right. Well, this hand's totally fine. We don't have any like super duper powerful stuff going on, but I'm gonna Heavy Storm and a Snatch Steal. You can't really go wrong with that. See if drop off comes down. It appears not. Okay. Do I just want a Heavy Storm and Snatch Steal turn 1? Kinda. The deck's chainables are like Compulse and Time Seal. I kind of don't care about either of those. If they want to Compulse the DD Assailant, be my guest. I'll just take it next turn. Yeah. Heavy Storm, pick up the +1. There was a Compulse. Sure. Snatch Steal DD Assailant. It's just one of the best targets. Has me that. Thank you. Yeah, let's just get in there. They could have a Heavy Storm of their own. That is true. So let's just set Raigeki Break. I might activate the Reckless Greed. Let's set the Reckless Greed too. If they Heavy Storm, that's fine. I'll just take out the DD Assailant with the Raigeki Break, discarding the Demock. I'll flip up Reckless Greed, draw a couple of cards. Oh, Snatch back? No. No, I don't think you will. I'm gonna keep this DD Assailant, thank you. Raigeki Break is quite good in these decks. It's a card I haven't really seen in the RGT decks until more recently. I don't want to say like super duper recently, but okay. See a T set. Love that. Could be another DD Assailant. I don't really care about that, right? I'm not going to activate Reckless Greed here. I'm just going to attack. See what happens. Ring, that's fine. That's fine with me. We've picked up a plus in all of that. So now the question is, do I summon out Toon Cannon Soldier? Probably not. I could set it, but I don't really think I need to do that either. Kind of wait till I get a Monster Gate, but I also don't think I need to flip Reckless Greed here. I'm just kind of wait a turn, get a little bit deeper into the deck. Okay, it is another DD monster. That makes sense. All right, yeah. So we're going to take the most damage possible. So we're already down to 25. So now is the turn where we're just going to have to flip the Reckless Greed. Okay. All right. Both of those are pretty good. All right, so let's set Toon Cannon Soldier and set everything. And pass the turn. And we've got a Jar of Greed, so we do get to at least see one new card next turn. Yeah, they're just getting on in there. I'm going to go ahead and flip up this here Mirror Force. Uh-huh. Book of Moon. Yeah. What's this thing's defense? Is it 2,000? I think it has the same stats as... Oh, 21. All right. Yeah, flip it back up. That's fine. What's this back row here? Because I could make a gigantic Scapegoat. I guess I could activate Jar of Greed here. Just to inform... Oh. Reasoning? Okay. I'll wait a little bit then. Sure. No draws, so they can't they can't use drop off on me. That's pretty sick. I guess I'll go ahead and reasoning here. I mean, Cyberstein sucks, but what do you do? Literally anything other than Cyberstein is great. They call 6, okay? Good chance we hit a 6. We do have 2 of them in the deck. How about a big old Demock here? Just a blowback dragon. Okay. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, the scapegoats come in defense. I'll just pass the turn. Okay. I could have been a little bit more aggressive there, but back row, and I drew the reasoning, so I'm thinking, you know, maybe I get into something else. Now, I don't know, man. We can still soak up one attack, but if we let it go any farther, I'll activate the goats here. See if this is okay. Because, like, say they draw a monster and then I lose 2 goats, then my goat's only going to be 1,600. We may have been in a good position had they not called the reasoning, right? But here we go. I'll move this over here. This okay? Okay. I don't think this is going to work out. One can dream, right? I'm just going to go ahead and attack. I could just leave it here, but I don't think that does me a whole lot of good. Let's try to clear the Swift Gaia. Oh my god, it goes through? All right. Well, we got a big scapegoat on our hands. I probably would have just won the game had I done that a little earlier. Oh, they're typing. This is hilarious. Oh, no. No. All right. I see. I see. Yeah, that's a really, really good token, Thanksgiving. And a second Swift Gaia? Oh, my God. All right. Torrential. Okay. I mean, I'll set it. Maybe the opponent summons another monster to play around Sakuretsu. No, we're going to lose this game too. Okay, well. I thought I was going to get that one for a second, but that's okay. Do I want to make any changes? I don't think so. I've got a lot of traps in here with my decrees, with just 2 decrees, and I've got double, like, giant Trunade to back those up. I think... Yeah, see, the opponent's never seen Regeki break in Reasoning Gate. It comes in. I've seen it in several sides. That's why I opted to include it. I think we just run it back. Cyberstein... Nah, I think we just run it back. I'm okay with this. We'll go first. We're all good. Yes. Excellent. A lot of defense. Card draw. We got a reasoning. We got a scapegoat now. Beautiful. Think what I'll do is I'll set scapegoat and I'll set Call of the Haunted. Maybe. Yeah, that seems fine. And then if they heavy storm, that's fine. We get all of our goats. As long as they don't have a token Thanksgiving, it'll help protect us for a little bit. And then if they do heavy storm, then we get to keep all of our just like awesome removal. Like we have full trap Trinity plus Regeki break. Plus setting the call means if they call the reasoning correctly, I can just call back whatever. Blade Knight coming in. I've got some goats. Make all 4. See if they attack 1. They do. All right. That's fine with me. And let's see how big of a back row we have to deal with here. It's also interesting if we draw a monster and they drop off. Call it back. Ooh. Another reasoning? Okay. I'm down. Maybe we can get into that Jinzo. Alright, reasoning number 1. It is here. What we calling? 6? Yup. Kind of thought so. We haven't seen... Man, I feel like we haven't seen a limiter in any of these games in a while. Ooh, D-Mock? D-Mock pretty good. Yeah. Let's grab Pot of Greed, I think. See if they have an answer. It looks like we're lagging a little bit. Okay. Hit them up with the lag, sorry. Alright, Poggers to hand. I'm going to play that before our reasoning again. If I draw into Jinzo, I'll probably just tribute this. Honestly, because if they want a Solemn Judgment, then I can follow up with a call. Sure. Sounds good to me. Brain Control and Blowback? Oh, man. Ooh, this is... Do I want to brain control the Blade Knight? Kinda. I think if I do that, I just attack, though. If they want a Mirror Force, that's fine. They lose their Blade Knight. We pick up a nice little +1. We lose our Demock completely, though. We can't get that back, but we do have another reasoning here, so it's the only other option is like I reasoning, they call 6, we hit Jinzo, I call it back and just win the game. But yeah, I think I'll just go with the brain control play. Get this Blade Knight good and gone. Okay. Book of Moon is fine as well. Do I throw down the reasoning? I don't have to put the monster in attack position. Yeah, let's throw down the reasoning. Sure. Now that I can't have the Blade Knight, let's see if I can have a Jinzo. They're calling 6. Facilier. Yeah. I've got all sorts of protection. But we can play around the Mirror Force. We can not play around the Mirror Force. Yeah, play around the Mirror Force. That's fine. I could tribute off for Blowback Dragon, but I kind of don't want to do that. Why wouldn't I? Then I'm not playing around Mirror Force. But then I could call back the Blowback Dragon. Man, this is tough. This is, like, these decisions are hard. Yeah, they haven't had anything here. I think they've got some sort of a battle trap. Yeah, well... Yeah, if I'm going to do the blowback, I need to do it this turn. So ask for a negate. And this can fish for battle traps, and, like, I don't even have to attack, honestly. Target that one. Okay. I can just sit. Alright, Tells, yep, Blowback Dragon, the worst card in GOAT format. Huh? Heads? Maybe I just need to complain about Blowback Dragon and it'll do what I want it to? No. Why would it ever do that? Alright, do I attack? It's literally just Mirror Force. But I think I just sit back and wait. Like, I can Raigeki break one of these things, right? Or... I'm gonna attack. And the opponent's playing a weird build, so I think I'm actually just gonna attack with a Demock. Get this Blade Knight banished. Yeah, there's the Mirror Force. It's unfortunate. But it's not the end of the world. Yeah, I did have the read on the Mirror Force, I guess, there, right? Yeah, I'm gonna call back the blowback here. I'm not gonna do it in the battle phase because now I can play around Sakuretsu, and this is my last monster that I have. And so now I can summon it out, try to get another... try to get one of these back row gone, and then, like, on the next turn, maybe be able to take out the other. Alright. Come on, blowback. You can't fail twice in one turn, right? Alright, come on. Second heads. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my god. I hate Blowback Dragon so much. Alright, well, we're going to set Raigeki break. And probably ring. Just get my chainables down. That seems good. I don't need to extend any past this, I guess. Like, I want to get the Raigeki break down in case of Snatch Steal. Yep, there's the Snatch. Get that out of here. No, thank you. I could definitely see some of these. Oh, Solemn Judgment. Okay, go to 4,000. I guess I can just let them activate it, see what they want to do. So they're at 4,000. Yeah, I'll chain the ring then. If they're going to target it. Okay, I mean, I could see some of these decisions, like, throwing off the second reasoning, tributing for the blowback. I could see those potentially being the wrong decision. Went with the aggressive line. Limiter. Yeah, what a joke. Alright. Set limiter, set mirror force, and hope the mirror force doesn't get blown up here. Alright. It's a good start. Summon another monster, please. No. Alright. Mirror force, no judgment, please. Alright, let's go. Back in this. Give me a monster gate off the top into a Jinzo. Yeah, there's the Swift guy. Alright, monster gate, please. Jar of Greed. Alright, well... Okay, we're going to lose this one. Like I said, this is actually a bad matchup. No, it's a bad matchup for them, I think. This isn't like traditional Warriors, where, like, Warriors has a good matchup. Maybe it is good for them, like, post-board, because they do bring in a whole bunch of Sakuretsus and all that stuff, but, like... We haven't... Oh, that's good. We haven't seen our Royal Decree or our Jinzo in either game 2 or 3. Then those would have been huge, but, you know, like I said, I can also get behind, like, maybe I made some play errors here. Do I want to throw down the Graceful now? Do I want to wait? Kind of want to wait. Just get a few more cards, but I'm probably supposed to just do it now. Okay. Well, we can discard the Scapegoat. If they call... Man, Stein is awful for me. We can only go into... Uh-oh. We can only go into Jinzo and... There's Jinzo, Toon Cannon Soldier, and Stein. And they're going to call 6, and 2 of those are awful. That's so bad. Do I just have to discard Reasoning? We're 4,900. Why can't we be just a little bit higher? Yeah, maybe I discard Reasoning. That sucks. No, wait. They're at 1,700. Hold on a second. New plan. We discard... Well, I'm not guaranteed to go into Toon Cannon Soldier, right? It's so hard to make that play. Alright, let's discard Reasoning. Trunade? Yeah, I'll just keep my protection here. Activate Swords. Set Scapegoat. So the idea was like I could go into Toon Cannon Soldier and kill him with Scapegoat. But definitely not guaranteed to go into Toon Cannon Soldier here. Monster Gate. Alright. That one's a little better than Reasoning. Okay. Alright. Just pass the turn. Hopefully, hopefully we go into Jinzo. That would be ideal. Jinzo would be lethal. So, flip up the Scapegoats here. Hopefully this works out. A 2, a 3, a 4. Would you like to Torrential Tribute, opponent? Be okay with that. Start the turn. Well, hold on. We get to Tribute Summon it. So, sure. Monster Gate? Please no Solemn Judgment. I mean, they're going to Judgment the Jinzo if they have the Judgment, right? Okay. Alright. They're at 850. New plan. We've got one Toon Table. I think I cited one out. We've got one Toon Table and one Toon Cannon Soldier. No, not the stupid token Thanksgiving. Okay. Well, Toon Cannon Soldier is no longer a win. Alright. Come on! There's no way! Oh, we could have won with that last turn! Oh my god. I mean, I can summon it. What good does that do? Maybe they... I'm not dead, I guess. Alright, here's my Toon Cannon Soldier. Pass the turn. Maybe they're too scared and they don't attack it. Who knows? If anything, this has been an entertaining match. This has been a fun one. Alright, Gumo flip the coin. Huh? No. Flip your coin. Book of Moon. Alright. And they call it right? Okay. Oh, Toon Cannon Soldier's out of here. Limiter removal only buffs attack, unfortunately. Alright. It's a cruel joke. It's just a cruel joke. Had we not drawn the Jinzo the turn we did, we would have hit it off of Monster Gate, and then now the Royal Decree shows up. Alright. We'll set the Royal Decree and we'll see if they attack. I imagine they do. Yep. Alright, we'll hit them with the GGs. I feel like we could have... I don't know. Like, you go back to the turn with the Mirror Force. Maybe I'm better off if I just leave the Fusilier Dragon down. But I don't know. It's just so tempting to go into the blowback there and start blowing up stuff. Maybe I'm not supposed to attack, but I think once I commit to that play, that's probably what I'm supposed to do. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just supposed to leave Fusilier in defense, attack with the Demock. But even then, like, then Fusilier gets run over by Swift Gaia and Jirai Gumo. But maybe I'm just supposed to take that line because I did have all of the defense. Yeah, maybe I just played that a little too aggressively. So I don't know. It's so tempting to just go for those plays, especially when, like, blowback and start blowing up cards. But I don't think this killed a single card this game. And I had the Call of the Haunted. So I was thinking about that too. I'm like, well, if they Mirror Force, it's not really the end of the world. We bring back blowback. We start picking off more cards. We can still defend against the Blade Knight. We have all sorts of other defense. So, yeah, that was a tough decision. But I'm willing to admit that I could be wrong there. But anyway, that was a long match. Let's grab another one. All right, here for the second. I can feel my number of members just dwindling after the first month. Because I just keep losing, keep making mistakes. But hey, like I said at the beginning, it's a learning process. So I'm still learning the deck. And yeah, this is a good start here. I'm just going to set Reckless Greed and pass the turn. No reason to use Reasoning turn 1. Good chance we just kill the opponent on the next turn. We'll see. Heavy Storm. Yeah, I'll flip Reckless Greed. Sounds good to me. Alright, now we get to get the Toon Cannon Soldier out of the deck. Okay. Okay, so it's Warriors. That's fine with me. Alright. 1 out of 2 for Reckless Greed. No Dust Shoot. What a ripoff. Alright, I'm going to lead on Heavy Storm because I kind of want them to use Solemn Judgment here. Yeah. Go down to 4,000, please. Thank you. Now Giant Tornado. And this doesn't completely hinge on them calling a Reasoning incorrectly, because we do have the Toon Table here. So we can just go grab our little Toon Cannon Soldier. So send these to the graveyard, Toon Cannon Soldier to hand. And we'll go ahead and throw out this reasoning. So, looking for Cyberstein. DMOC also very good. Probably not going to call 4 now. Call 6. Okay. Well, that's their highest likelihood of hitting something. I'm not like... I'm not worried about making mistakes, obviously. I would not have done this series had I been like, I need to play perfectly every one of these games. I'm doing this series because I want to learn and get better at the deck. And, you know, showcase it, have some fun. Like, this is also, like, Reasoning Gate is a very diverse way you can go about building decks. So I'll just get Snatch Steal here. Yeah, let's just end the game right now. So I can showcase like a lot of different ideas. I can explore a lot of different avenues. And I am like, I'm playing the deck a little bit off screen, not on this account. But I'm playing it a little bit off screen just to learn a little bit more, get a little bit better at it. So I'm not coming in here just like massively screwing up a bunch of games, but looks like we're up against Warriors. Just easy kill on turn 2. Let's go ahead and take out the combo again. I know that's kind of like the whole deal with this, but I think that's okay. We're just not going to combo against the Warrior deck, right? Just bring in all of our protection, bring in our decrees, and see if we can pull out a match win here. We're going pretty even in our matches. We started out 4-4. We're now 4-5. We're gonna lose Facilier here, and that's totally fine. I think I'm actually gonna get rid of the Toon Table of Contents because these 3 cards are all very, very powerful in the matchup. Okay. Breaker. All right. Another limiter? All right, so if I throw down Snatch Steal, they probably have an answer for it. But I kind of don't want to True Nade and then just try to snatch a Breaker. I'm just going to snatch it. I don't think I have a whole lot of other plays here, really. I could do nothing, but that seems not great. I may as well make them use something here, right? Oh, a Judgment? Okay. All right, then. I'll pass a turn. I mean, we've got double limiter removal. We've got giant True Nade. We don't have our Facilier, but if we draw into a reasoning, the opponent doesn't call it correctly, we just win. Swords? Okay, that's a good pickup. I'll go ahead and throw that down. Really good with our giant True Nade. Oh, they have a... I can't stop the Breaker anyway. Maybe, oops. Yeah, I can't stop the Breaker anyway, so, like, whatever. I don't think this could just be, like, we didn't draw for a turn, I guess. Yeah. I guess, I don't know, like, I could have set something to bait it out. I don't know. I definitely was not thinking about the Breaker there, though. I was too busy talking, and I saw swords. I'm like, ooh, a shiny card. All right, here we go. I think... Yeah, we got to do something this turn, so I'm just going to go ahead and lead on Giant True Nade because I need this Graceful Charity to resolve. And there's a good chance, since we've been doing, like, basically nothing, that the opponent would Solemn a Graceful Charity. I really hope they don't have Solemn here. Like, I wanted the first one because I wanted them to go down to 4,000, but this one, or 3,500, whatever. All right, Graceful, come on. Let's do it. Nope. Nope, definitely didn't do it. All right, well, let's discard... Yeah, I mean, I'm dead, so... I guess I probably should have kept the other limiter in case they don't attack, but I think they're going to attack. All right, pass the turn. Yeah, they're absolutely going to attack here. All right, nothing matters. We just kind of got absolutely crushed in that game. Do I want the Vortex here? I guess I could bring in the Vortex. I don't know. I think the True Nades are very good in this matchup, but I'll just cut a Jar of Greed. It's fine. All right. Oh, God. I hope we don't go 0-2 in this episode. Yeah. I'm really trying to win these games. All right. All right. This is a good start. I'll set Royal Decree and Reckless Greed. I don't want to play too much into heavy here. I guess I do have Giant True Nade, but yeah, I'll just pass the turn. We'll leave the Mirror Force. If they have Donzalug, that's whatever. They have Duo again, sure. Okay. Mirror Force, okay. And yeah, just gonna discard Demok here. I don't think it was right to play the Reckless Greed there to help protect anything, really. Breaker, please hit. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'll activate it. I think. Okay. Okay, thank God. All right, take 1,600 off of this. No big deal. And yeah, I'll flip Decree here in case it's Solemn Judgment. Because I really don't want them to Solemn the Reasoning. But maybe they don't call 6 now? I mean, what else are they going to call? Maybe they call 4. They know about Toon Cannon Soldier. I don't have any other plays. I'm just going to throw down Reasoning. Hope this works out. They call 8? They call 8? Okay. Works for me. All right, Facilier Dragon, come on down. Yeah, we're not going to limit her here, but I can definitely summon out Toon Cannon Soldier. Can't attack with it, so I'm just going to attack this Breaker first. And do I summon it out? We have lethal. We do not have lethal in the next turn. Yeah, we do. Yeah, I guess I'm not going to summon it out, because if the opponent gets Snatch Steal, I kind of want them just to snatch this and attack and not kill my Toon Cannon Soldier, because I need it for lethal. Okay. And if they Snatch Steal, we have Giant True Nade, attack, limiter removal, summon Toon Cannon Soldier, sack both of them, kill you. Or just sack one of them, kill you. So what they do? Tribe? It's like worst case scenario. All right. Facilier down. And Prima. Oh boy. All right. I will take my lumps. Yup. Well, this deck didn't work out, did it? Oh, that's right. That's right. We're still under Reckless Greed. Oh, no. Oh, God. If I summon Toon Cannon Soldier, they Tribe, and I die. I guess I'll set it. Here we go. Pass the turn and pray. If they have another monster, we're dead. If they don't have another monster, we're in a bad spot, but maybe we draw onto a Reasoning or something. No, they just have another monster. Okay. Well, I don't think there was really anything we could have done in either of these last 2 games. So that's kind of sad. We won both game 1s. And then lost both matches. That happens, quite a bit, especially with the more linear versions of Reasoning. Reasoning Gate, like the machine style version. Like I said, maybe some of the plays could have been a little different, especially revolving around that one turn in what was it, game 3 of the match against Gumo Sumo. But yeah, I'm willing to believe that I could have done something differently there. I don't know about the last 2 games of this match. It kind of just got rolled over by Warriors, and Warriors is a really bad matchup anyway. And I think the way that Easy to Slay You builds Gumo Sumo, I do think Reasoning Gate is favored in game 1. But game 2, they bring in all of the protection. if you're looking at easy to slays list, like 3 Jougans, Royal Oppression, and just a whole bunch of stuff to really hate on the deck. But yeah, so 2 potentially, you know, bad matchups. If you want to say game 2 and 3 aren't favored against Gumo Sumo, I'm fine with calling it a bad matchup for RGT. So 2 bad matchups, probably could have played game 3 a little bit better, potentially, in against Gumo Sumo, but we just kind of got rolled by Warriors here. But unfortunately, we're gonna go 0-2 in this episode. Back to the drawing board. We're at 169. Nice. Yeah, back to the drawing board. Maybe, well, like we never saw the FTK stuff, so we don't really know. Really small sample size, but I don't know. I'm gonna get some more practice in, and we'll figure out maybe some other strategies with the reasoning gate that we can play throughout the rest of the week. But hey, I hope you guys are enjoying this. I think even with the losses and the mistakes, that it's been a lot of fun. We've had some really, really just fun, entertaining matches, and you know, that's what it's about, at least for me. I like to have fun playing GOAT format. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back with the next one.